What's up, you guys? Today we're talking about to-do lists. So last week I made a video called Make Lists, and I talked about to-do lists as one of the most important, if not the most important lists. And I said I would make a video breaking that down. Y'all said y'all wanted it, so let's get into it. So to-do lists. I think that the most important thing to think about is how does anyone not have a to-do list? That's what I think about, because I've had a to-do list for years, just years straight up. I don't even remember what my life was like before a to-do list. I feel like it was just a cloud. Like, what was life before a to-do list? Like, what was I doing? I feel like I was doing nothing. And I don't really know how people operate life, especially some of my really creative and successful friends operate life with no to-do list. And it's just crazy to me. Like, what accountability are you holding yourself to that you can't even make a list of what you're gonna do today and then doing that? Like, that's, I feel like, the most basic level of discipline. So yeah, and I've had friends too that haven't made to-do lists, and they're super creative and awesome people, but always stressed and always kind of struggling to get things done. And I introduced them to to-do lists, and they're like, yo, I don't know why I wasn't doing this before. Like, this makes it so much easier. And it does. It makes it so much easier. So I'm going to break down how to-do lists work, what I do on my to-do list, the structure of it, the format, all that shit, all that good shit. All right. So basically, I separate my to-do list into a big section that says whenever and then daily. So the big section, you could call it overall or you could call it whenever. It's basically just tasks or big projects that you want to do eventually. And not eventually meaning a long time away, but meaning it doesn't have a deadline that's coming up. It's just something that you have to do at some point. Maybe for you that's make a painting of a shoe. Maybe that's something that you just want to do at some point. Or maybe it's to finish a project that you're working on with somebody else. That's just a passion project that doesn't really have a due date. Or something like that. Stuff without due dates. Right? So that's what you would put on your overall. And a lot of the things, I think I probably have 7 things more. Probably 10 things on my overall. At some point, it was way more. It was 15, and it was a little unmanageable. So try to keep that to 10, or a little bit lower. Lower. But that's just overall stuff that you're working on. Doesn't have a deadline. Just you're gonna get it done eventually. And then when you go into your daily, then you can start looking at your overall, and it's always gonna be right on top. And then you can say, okay, here's this one project that I have in my overall that I'm going to start working on today. And you put that in your daily section. Okay. But I'm getting ahead of myself. Going back to the overall section or the whenever section, I separate that into whenever, but then right above it is a small section. So here's whenever, and then here's the small section above it that says school. So right now I'm in school. And so I'll put my assignments there in that section. And then I have the whenever section. It's not for school. If you mix it, it just gets a little bit confusing. And often school has very specific deadlines and stuff. So I put school above it. But you could also put work. If you're not in school, but you have a job and you have to get certain stuff done for your job, meet certain requirements for your job, put work right above whenever, right? So then below whenever, then it's just your daily. So this one will be labeled Monday, if it's Monday. And there you're going to have the tasks that you want to get done for the day. Okay? Now, key to this is writing it out the day before. Well, the night before. All right? Because, okay, let's say we're talking about Monday. Okay, it's Sunday. You've already done your to-do list for that day. You know what you did get done and didn't get done. and maybe the stuff that you didn't get done, now you're going to move it to Monday, and then you write whatever else you want to get done on Monday, and then you have it right there. And then when you wake up on Monday, there's nothing to it. You don't have to make a to-do list. You just wake up and you've already got it there for you, and you just say, okay, I'm going to fucking do all this today. I'm going to do it. It's going to get done regardless. I don't care if I have to stay up to do it. I don't care what I have to do. I'm going to get this shit done. All right? But that brings me into another thing, okay? So for the daily, you're going to be able to separate the daily into essential things that you have to get done that day and non-essentials. So essential things, you're going to write that stuff in bold, okay? Essential things you put in bold. There should be like 3 to 5 at most essential things per day. Could be like working out, getting this project done, and getting this assignment done. Those are the 3 things I have to do today. If I get nothing else done today, I have to do that. All right, try to keep it to 3 because 3 is really easily manageable. Now, would I be lying to you if I said that I use 3 every day? Yes. I often use 7. And that's probably not the healthiest, but sometimes it's unavoidable, especially if you're like a college student or, you got a lot of shit happening at once. Sometimes it gets to be 7. When it's 7, I usually don't get everything done. At the end of the day, I usually feel like I feel like, wow, I didn't get all this stuff done, and I feel kind of bad. And that's why I want you guys to avoid doing that. Try to make it things that you can really get done, because then you'll see it at the end of the day and you'll say, yo, I got all this shit done. Even if it was only 3. It's like this. If it's 3 things you told yourself you would get done and you get all 3 of those things done, it feels better than if you told yourself you were going to get 7 things done and you got 4 things done. Even though you got one more thing done the second time, it feels better to get the 3 things done that you said you were going to get done. Does that make sense? All right. You're going to feel better about yourself at the end of the day. So don't put too much on the to-do list. Keep it reasonable. You're going to probably be thinking, okay, now I got this to-do list shit going on. Now I could just put fucking 15 things on here and I'm going to get all this shit done. No, try to keep it really manageable. Give yourself some free time for the day too. Thing I like about to-do lists is I can usually look at it and be like, yo, I'm going to get this to-do list done, before 4 o'clock. And then from 4 to whenever I go to bed, it's just going to be free time. I'm going to be chilling, right? So, yeah, so have the essential things in bold. Put those at the top of your list. Try to keep it 3, maybe 5 at most. All right, and then you're going to have the non-essentials, which is just stuff that you still plan and want to get done that day. But maybe if you don't get it done, it's not going to be the end of the world. All right, and then you just put it on to the next day. Okay, and then lastly, you're going to have a little should do section under the daily. And that's going to be stuff that you should do that day. And sorry, I hear people outside. But okay, so the should do section is basically going to be like stuff that you should do that day that you probably don't think you're going to have time for, but you should do it if you have time. Okay, and in that case, you're either going to do that stuff, all right, and then you can knock it off the list, or if you don't get done the should do section, everything on that section has to move to the next day. But not in the should do section anymore. Now it's in the just regular section of the daily. Does that make sense? So, if you don't get it done on the should do part, you have to do it the next day. All right, you can't just keep putting it on the should do. It's never going to get done. Trust. So, that's pretty much it. That's the format. What I do is I do it in my notes app on my phone. It's actually really easy. And you can play with like the size of the subtitles and like make things bold and big. Like I make the whenever, subtitle big and bold, and then all the like actual tasks are just body text. And I like the notes app the best. I've tried a bunch of different to-do list tools and stuff. They work for a lot of people. I just like to keep it simple, the notes app, because that's where I got all my lists. And yeah, I talked about that in the other list video too. So everyone needs to be making to-do lists. All right, if you're watching this and you're still not gonna make a to-do list, just don't even watch any other of my videos, because you don't want to help yourself. So, I mean, this is the most basic of the most basic thing to do that you can do for yourself and your productivity and your time and valuing yourself. All right, it's all about self-love, everything that I talk about. Okay, there you go. Make a to-do list every day. Make a new to-do list every day. You might think, oh, it's a waste of time. Why don't I just like go and do the thing? Come on, you really think that's true? It'll take 5 minutes to make a to-do list, maybe 6, maybe 10 at most, and it'll save you so much time. All right, so go ahead, y'all got it. I've said everything there is to say about to-do lists now. I thought it was gonna be a 5-minute video, it's 10 minutes, but all good. Yeah, that's it, man. I'll talk to you guys soon. Like, subscribe, comment. Oh, you know what? We're on the road to 2,000, baby. 2,000 subscribers. Sorry, that's nuts. We've been growing. I'm happy. I'm happy you guys are enjoying the videos, for real, like really, because I like making them. So I'm glad that you guys are liking watching them and sharing them. I don't really know much about like the YouTube algorithm. Maybe I should probably learn. I probably will, yeah. But I know that sharing helps, and it helps me grow. And when I grow, I get more motivation to make more videos. Whereas if I'm just staying stagnant and I'm making videos, I'm a human. I'm probably gonna lose motivation. Just saying. Gotta be real with y'all, right? So share the videos, like, comment for the algorithm, save it to watch later. I don't know if that helps. I'm gonna look into this for y'all so that we can figure this out and we can keep Reeno growing. All right, this is about helping people. It's about shaping the future. I have way more videos to come. I'm sorry if I can't upload every day. I'm sorry. I wish I could. I tell you, I promise you, I have the ideas to be able to upload every day. That's for sure. I could upload 3 videos a day. I just don't have the time. I'm focused on school right now. I'm focused on everything else that I got in my life. But I'm also making time and carving out time to make these for y'all. I'm just trying to help that ass. So yeah, if y'all could repay that with a sub, a like, comment, whatever, it would be greatly motivational, especially at this early stage. So yeah, that's all. I'll talk to you guys soon. Peace.